You're watching an RH Reality Check production brought to you by rhrealitycheck.org.
On this edition of Reality Check, we'll weigh in on that endless, unresolved debate. When does life begin? Or, to be more specific, is a fertilized egg already a person?
I believe that life begins at fertilization. That's the first time you have a separate, unique being that's different from his parents. Naturally, that's when you declare him a person. That's why I support state constitutional amendments that define life as beginning at conception.
There's no actual scientific moment that life begins. Most scientists would coyly tell you that life began over 1 billion years ago in the primordial swamp and has continued and evolved since then. Declaring a fertilized egg a person, on par with a baby, is insulting to babies. Fertilized eggs have no feelings, brains, or anything else that babies have.
But if you leave it alone, a fertilized egg becomes a person. It'll grow and develop into a baby that needs to be protected from harm. Why are we protecting people at all if we're not going to protect them at their weakest moment?
Fertilization seems like a simple line in the sand for personhood, but it isn't. Most importantly, it's far from guaranteed that any one fertilized egg is going to become a person. Many, possibly most, fertilized eggs slough off or die on their own without a woman even knowing about it. Does that mean we should file a death certificate? Or a suicide report? Or a homicide investigation?
Well, in my heart, I know that's when life begins. Sexual union is holy because that's when God intended for life to begin. I believe that it's a person with a soul, and that is more important than whether it has brains or feelings.
What's great about America is we have religious freedom. You can believe that a fertilized egg is a baby if you want. You can believe it has a soul whenever you want. You can believe that a sperm delivers a soul, or that it has a soul when it takes its first breath. The First Amendment gives you that right. But in order to protect that right, you can't impose your beliefs on others. The Constitution forbids you from imposing your beliefs on my body and my right to do what I want with it according to my beliefs.
You've been wrong all along. There's definite scientific proof that it's a separate person at fertilization. A fertilized egg has its own DNA, and once you have your own DNA, you're definitely a person.
Interestingly, sperm and eggs also have unique DNA that's separate from the people that they're in, but we don't consider them separate people. Come on, if we thought DNA was what really made people distinct, then we would think that identical twins who come from one egg are not separate people. And I dare you to find me one set of twins that's okay with that. The argument that life begins at fertilization is a fundamentalist Christian belief that has no scientific evidence behind it. In fact, no one really acts as if they believe that unless they're looking for a reason to restrict women's rights. If we really thought that life began at conception, we would sing songs to celebrate your conception and not your birthday. And pregnant women could use the carpool lane. And we'd have funerals for tampons, just in case. It's clear that outside of the reproductive rights debate, no one acts as if they think that life begins at fertilization.